A sudden realization came to Bobby that he really sucked as a detective. The first thing you do is find out who the victim is. It makes everything easier. He didn't know anything about who this was.
Holy crap, what is that?
Shouted Alison Hayes.
Some kind of pop art?
Bobby turned to look at her. She was 12 and a little tall for her age. Her red hair was always in ponytails, which caused some of the boys to call her Pippi Hayes. And she wore blue farmer overalls with a red shirt underneath. Today she had a straw hat on because it had gotten unusually sunny and warm on this October day. She was the first girl Bobby had ever seen with braces on her teeth. His friend Chris Boykin told him, "If you kiss a girl with braces, your tongue can get caught in the metal." Chris had heard of several young men that had even gone to surgery to get the tongue untangled. How embarrassing that would be. Bobby made a mental note to never ever want to kiss Alison. But if he couldn't resist the temptation, his tongue would never pass his lips. Closed-lipped kissing would be required. Bobby spoke with authority. "I found him here approximately an hour ago. It's most likely a murder." Alison Hayes' eyes got real big and she remarked,
There hasn't been a murder in Washington County in over 100 years. Are you sure?
"How many people do you know that kill themselves by digging a deep hole, stand on their hands, and somehow fill in the dirt around themselves so they can suffocate and die?"
You've got a good point, Bobby. Who is it?
"That's what I was wondering when you came by."
Let's walk around the body.
"What for?" Bobby asked defensively.
To get the clues.
"I already have some clues, and this is my case."
Let's just walk around the body, and don't tell me to get too close. I saw my Aunt Ruth dead in a coffin last year, and by the way, it is our case now. Our case.
Bobby furrowed his brows, and he said nothing. The two walked slowly around the body, making observations as they went. Bobby should have been writing things down, but he was secretly enjoying this moment of sharing something really exciting and different, right there on Farley Hill. Wait till his teacher asked what he did last summer. He could see every child in the classroom with their jaws wide open, hanging on every single word he said. The teacher would want to stop him, but like every normal human, she would just be intrigued by the horror of it all, and she'd let him go until the tale had fully been told. Bobby thought out loud, "I wonder who it is." Alison scolded him.
Shut up, doofus. I know who it is. It's Coach Walensky.
Sure enough, on his back leg was a big tattoo of a basketball with the upside-down letters CW printed on the ball. The investigation was over for now because Alison looked straight into Bobby's eyes and said,
We've got to get Sheriff Jones.
They both ran back to Bobby's house to call the police. Farley Hill had a murder and a mystery. Bobby was smiling as he ran. Alison was happy she was faster than Bobby. Coach Walensky was very dead, and she wanted to be the first to tell. Bobby and Alison ran down Farley Road at breakneck speed to Bobby's house. There was a fight at the phone to see who would call. Bobby dialed the number only to find out the sheriff had gone to lunch. He turned to Alison and said, "He's at the diner. Let's grab our bikes and go." Two bikes had never driven so fast in the history of Fort Anne. Shep was right behind them.